Hi, welcome. My name is Marcella, and today I have a full body Pilates mat based workout for you that is completely wrist free. So if you're rehabilitating a wrist injury or just don't want to have anything to do with push-ups, you're in the right place. Let's get started. Let's get warmed up. Start in a strong standing position, feet hip width distance apart. Interlace your fingers and place your hands behind your head, gently pressing the back of your skull into your hands. Elbows are nice and wide. And then just feel your spine lifting, getting longer, lengthen the sides of the body. And then keeping your hip bones facing straight forward, squeezing our belly in, holding our core. We're going to start to twist right and left. Gentle twist in the upper body, so our hips are not moving with us. We're keeping our lower body nice and stable, and just rotating in the upper and mid spine. Let's just do 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Come back to center. Keep lifting really long, and then just start to march. Knees coming high to your chest, squeezing your belly, creasing at the hip, just getting warmed up. And we'll add that twist back in now. So we're going to twist towards the knee. Good, staying lifted for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Let your hands go. Step your feet a little bit wider than your hips. Turn your toes out just slightly and sit down to a squat. Checking in that your knees are right over your feet and not turning in or out. And then reach your arms forward. We're going to pulse here twice. And then we're going to press up to standing and tap our fingertips behind. So we pulse, pulse, and lift. Pulse, pulse, and lift. Pulse, pulse, and lift. Squeezing your glutes at the top, sitting your hips low in the squat. Keep it up. Let's do 3 more. And 2. And 1. Good, and then we're just gonna hold down in the squat and pulse. Pulse. Getting your hips even lower, grounding down through your heels. Keeping your belly engaged for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come up to standing. Let's bring our hands to our heart, interlacing our fingers. We're gonna do a little combo now, combining those things together. So we're going to squat low, curtsy behind, squat, and then twist towards that knee. Squat, curtsy, squat, and twist. We're staying on the same leg. So if you're mirroring me, it'll be your right leg lifting. Squat and twist. Good, keep going. Just 2 more. Curtsy, squat, and lift. Don't lose your good form. Good, and then stay standing. Shake it out for a second. Gently crisscross your arms. And we'll do the other leg now. Interlacing our fingers at our heart, getting our core nice and engaged. Squat low, curtsy behind, staying low. Squat, and then twist towards that knee. Squat low, stay low as you curtsy. Squat, and twist. Keep going. Squat and twist. Feeling your glutes and hamstrings firing up. Keeping our spine nice and long. Breathing. Good. Let's just do 1 more. Squat, curtsy, squat, and lift. Good work. We're going to make our way down to the floor. So facing the front of your mat, we're going to use that same curtsy we just did, tucking one knee behind you to lower all the way down to the ground without using your hands. Making your way to a seat, feet planted in front of you on the mat. In our seated position, we'll reach our arms straight forward. Spine is really, really long. Deep breath in. As you exhale, you're going to find your C curve, rounding your spine, scooping your belly in and up, tucking your tail between your legs. Inhale, reach it long, sitting up. Exhale, find your C curve, rounding back. A few more like that, just warming up the core. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. Inhale, reach. Exhale, round. We're gonna do one more and hold the C curve, rounding back. Find a medium-sized curve, so we're not at our lowest possible point. We're about halfway down. Then we're gonna bend our elbows 90 degrees. Elbows are in line with the shoulders. You're gonna hover your right toes, maybe even tap that right knee to your right elbow. It's okay if you can't get all the way there. Lower your right toes down, and then left knee taps the left elbow. We're just switching back and forth, finding a tiny pulse up in the torso as you lift the knee. So we lower a bit as the foot comes down, we lift a bit as the foot comes up. Using our abs. Good. Let's just do 2 more each side. One more. Good. Just hold your curve. Reach your arms forward. We're going to pulse it down, down, down for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Reach your arms forward. Extend your legs. Fold forward over your legs. Just gently stretching out for a moment. And then we're going to come right back to that same position, planting your feet flat, rounding down into your C curve. Let's bend our elbows 90 degrees, adding on now. We're going to twist to the right, and again, try to tap that right elbow to your, try to tap your right knee to your left elbow this time. Twisting left, tapping left elbow, left knee to right elbow. Trying to keep my joints straight here. If tapping the knee is too much, you can just focus on the twist. No tapping necessary. Using your breath. Let's do 4, and 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Keep your feet down. We're just going to twist in the upper body. Extend your arms, twisting right and left, right and left. For 4, speed it up, 3, and 2, and 1. Good. Sitting up. Let's bring the soles of our feet together, knees wide, gently releasing the hips, gently folding forward. And then close your knees, plant your feet, reach your fingertips forward, and one lovely roll down with control all the way to the mat. When you get to the floor, interlace your hands behind your head. Elbows are nice and wide, maybe just inside the periphery of your vision, and our pelvis is going to be in neutral for these next few exercises. So we're squeezing our abdominals down, but we're not tucking or arching our low spine. Deep breath in. Exhale, slide your ribs towards your hips and lift your head and shoulders. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. My floor is very creaky. 2 more. Exhale, lift. Last one like this. We're going to hold the lift. Bring your right knee in towards your chest. We're going to extend the right leg long. Kick it up towards the ceiling, a little combo here. Lower it back down, and then draw that knee in towards your chest. Again, we extend the leg. Kick it straight up, lower, and bend. Extend, kick. We're going to add a twist. That's optional. You can take the twist right back out if it's not working for you today. Lower and twist, reach, kick, lower and twist. 2 more. Lower and twist. Last one. Lower and twist. Good. Lower your right foot down. Take your hands out from behind your head. Lower your palms to the mat. Let's lift our hips high into a bridge. In our bridge, we want to think of tucking our tail between our legs a little bit, scooping our low belly. Rib cage is nice and soft. Knees are in line with our hips so they're not swaying out to the sides. We're going to tap our hips down to the mat and then lift them high. Tap it down and lift. Tap. Squeezing your glutes at the top. Lower and lift. Let's do 4, 3, breathing, 2, last 1. Keep your hips high, ground down through your feet. Maybe walk your shoulders underneath your chest and let your ribs open slightly for a chest opener. Option to interlace the hands. Getting a little stretch for the shoulders. Just keeping our hips high, not letting them sink. If the shoulder stretch is too much, holding your bridge right here is plenty. 2 more breaths. And then with control, starting at the top of your spine, lower 1 vertebra at a time down to the mat. Even those low vertebra that are hard to articulate through, try to roll through to center. Good, finding our neutral pelvis once again, interlacing our hands behind our head. Deep breath in, elbows wide. Exhale, lift your head and shoulders away from the mat. Bringing our left knee in towards our chest. We're gonna have that combo again. So we extend the left leg long, kick it up towards the ceiling, lower and bend it in. Extend, kick, lower, and bend. You can always add the twist or just keep it like that, adding the twist as you bend the knee in towards your chest. Extend, kick, lower, and twist. Extend, kick, lower, and twist. Try not to tense your jaw and your neck, keeping the work in the core. Good, 1 more. And twist. Good, lower everything down to the center. Plant your feet flat, knees in line with your hips, and roll up to your bridge. Getting your hips nice and high. We're gonna walk our left foot in towards our midline, and then hover our right toes, making sure we're not letting that right hip sink towards the mat. We're gonna extend the right leg so that our knees are together. We're squeezing our inner thighs. And then we're just going to open that right leg to the side and then squeeze our knees together. Leg drifts to the side, maybe 6 inches, and then squeeze. Good, keeping our hips nice and high. Open and squeeze. Open and squeeze. Good, keep going. We're gonna do about 3 more. Try not to let your hips sink towards the mat. So even if you have to lower them down, we're still scooping our tailbone between our legs. Good, last one. Good, and then bend the right knee, but keep your hips lifted. We're just gonna pulse up, up for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower with control. Right knee bends in towards your chest. Interlace your hands around your right shin. Lift your head and shoulders. Now we're going to imprint our low spine into the mat so there's no space underneath our low back. Scoop our belly in and down, and then extend the left leg. 2 pulses in, and then we switch legs. Exhale, exhale, inhale. 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 And switch. And switch. Squeezing the belly, gently pulsing the knee in. Last set, right and left. Good. Both knees draw in towards your chest, lower your head and shoulders down. Little squeeze, little compression for the hips, and then lower your feet down to the mat. Rolling up into our bridge, hips nice and high. Right foot walks in towards your midline, center line of your body. Peel your left foot up away from the mat. Extend that left leg long, squeeze your knees together, and then we let the left leg drift open, and we squeeze our inner thighs to bring the legs together. Open and close. Good. Keeping our hips really lifted, squeezing our belly. Let's do at least 4 more. Good, checking in that you're not sinking the left hip down. Last 2, last 1, and then bend the left knee in, pulse up from the right heel, grounding down through that right heel to lift your hips for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, lower your hips down with control. Draw the right knee into your chest, scoop your belly, lift your head and shoulders high. You can either take that same variation or extend the left leg long, reaching above the knee for the calf. Pulse, pulse, switch. Pulse, pulse, switch. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Let's do 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Draw your knees into your chest, lower your head and shoulders down. Take a breath. Gently rocking back and forth. And then we're going to make our way onto our belly, rolling around, lowering down. Make a pillow for your forehead with your hands stacking one on top of the other, resting your forehead down. Scoop your low belly to lengthen your low back, pressing the tops of your feet down, gluing them to the floor. Lift your elbows, keep your head heavy on your hands. Get your elbows off the mat and reach them for opposite sides of the room, and roll your shoulders down your back. From there, we're going to lift that whole shape up away from the mat. Deep breath in. As you exhale, you're just going to tap your hands down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Feet are still down. Exhale, tap. Inhale, lift. Inhale. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, lower your upper body down, rest your elbows down. We're gonna lift the legs now, squeezing the belly to protect the low back. Lengthen your legs. We exhale and lift and lower. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Good. Legs are about hip width distance apart. All 5 toes tap down on the mat as you lower and lift. Lower and lift. 2 more. Last 1. Good. Keep your legs lifted. We're going to add the upper body. Everything lifts, everything lowers. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Just 3. And 2. And 1. Good. Lower it down. Shake it out for a second. Fully relax. And then slide your arms down by your sides. Palms up, thumbs in. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Lift your belly. Lift your head and shoulders away from the mat. We're going to press our arms up towards the sky, keeping them nice and straight. Pressing our palms up behind us. Firing up the triceps. We're going to do 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep them high on 1. We're going to lift our legs. We're going to squeeze our legs together and then open them wide. Squeeze together, open wide. For 4, open, 3, open, 2, open. Squeeze them together and hold. Press your arms up, 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 up. For 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it up, open and close your legs. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good work. Lower your whole body down. Rest. Let's slide our arms forward. We're going to come up to a Sphinx pose from yoga. Elbows underneath the shoulders. Palms are down. Fingers are spreading nice and wide. Gently reach your heart forward, stretching out your abs. Take a deep breath in here. As you exhale, soften your knees down to the mat. Tuck your chin, scoop your belly, and lift your hips up off the mat. So we're in kind of a half forearm plank here. Inhale, roll your chest forward, shoulders down away from your ears. Exhale, scoop your belly, tuck your chin, lift your hips off the mat. One more like that. Exhale, scoop and round. Inhale, reach your heart forward. On this one, we're going to scoop our belly, round up to our half plank, and then tuck our toes under, extend our legs, finding a full forearm plank here. Squeezing your belly, squeezing your glutes. We're going to step our right foot out to the edge of our mat, step our left foot out to the edge of our mat, step the right foot in, left foot in. Here we go. Out, out, in, for 4, in, 3, good, trying to keep our hips still, 2, last one, good, and then lower your knees down, unravel your spine, reach your heart forward, Sphinx pose. One deep breath in, one long exhale out, sigh it out through the mouth if you need. And then once again, press into your forearms, scoop your belly, lift your hips, tuck your toes, and find your forearm plank. Shift your weight into your right foot, stack your left ankle on top of your right, squeeze your inner thighs together, and then gently rock forward and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, we're gonna do the other side right away. Step your left toes down, stack your right ankle on top, squeeze your thighs, rock forward and back for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, step your right foot down, lower your knees down, and then just slide your hips back to your heels, finding a child's pose. Slowly make your way forward. We're gonna find our forearms and our knees. Stacking our hips over our knees and our shoulders over our elbows. Squeeze your left heel to your glute and then hover that left knee off the mat. Try to keep your hips pretty square down to the mat. Belly is lifted. We're gonna get some glute work in here. Start to circle your left knee, keeping the left heel close to your butt, gently making as big a circle as you can without drifting too far to the right. And let's switch directions, opening up, out, and down. Up, out, and down. 2 more. And 1. Good. Extend your left leg straight back now. Flex your left toes. Square off that left hip. We're just going to pulse the leg straight up and down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. Keeping the leg really straight, like you're reaching for the opposite wall with your heel. Up and lower for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Keep it lifted, keep it high. We're going to bend at the knee. Squeeze your heel to your glute and then extend the leg. Trying to keep your knee high the whole time. So as you extend, don't let your hip drop. Lift and squeeze. Keep it high as you extend. For 3, extend, 2, reach, and 1. Reach. Good. Bend the knee. Keep your knee bent and just pulse that heel straight up towards the ceiling. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. You're almost done. We bring that knee to knee. Open the hips straight to the side. Knee straight to the side. Knee to knee. And then reach that heel up behind you. So knee to knee, lift that knee out to the side, lower it down, and lift your heel high behind you. For 4, and 3, good, and 2, and 1, good, and then lower that knee down. Take a child's pose for a moment. Shake out your legs. And then come up to a high kneeling position. So we're on our knees, one long line from our shoulders to our knees. Reach your arms forward, squeeze your belly and press your hips forward. So we're lengthening our hip creases, and then hinge back from the knee. We're firing up the quads, and then come back to your high kneeling position. Hinging back. Arms are there to counterbalance. And lift. Good, if you want to make it more challenging, reach your arms overhead. Just 2 more. Hinging back, going nice and slow and controlled. 1 more. Excellent work. We lower our forearms back down to the mat, stacking hips over knees, shoulders over elbows. Squeeze your right heel to your butt, flex that right foot, and we're going to draw circles with the knee. So the knee opens to the side, the heel circles up behind you, and then we lower knee to knee. Open it to the side, circle up behind you, knee to knee. Open, up, and down, keeping the belly lifted. Last one this direction. And we switch, reaching that heel straight up behind us, opening the knee to the side, and lowering knee to knee. Lift the heel high, open the knee to the side, lower knee to knee for 2. And 1. Good work. Extend that right leg straight behind you, square off the hip, lift your abs. We're just going to pulse the leg straight up and down, up and down. Lift and lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Keep it high. We bend the knee. Heel comes to our glute, and then we extend. Bend and extend, keeping that knee high the whole time. Good, keep going. Check in that you haven't drifted over to the left, but you're still keeping equal weight in your left and right arm. For 3 and 2. Last one, keep the heel close to your glute. Pulse that leg straight up to the ceiling for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good, you're almost there. Lower knee to knee. Open that knee straight to the side, doggy on a fire hydrant, knee to knee, and then lift your heel high to the sky. Knee to knee, lift the knee wide. Lower the knee, lift your heel high behind you. 3 more. Good, knee to knee, open, knee to knee, lift the heel. Last one. Good, and then lower your knee down, sit your hips back to your heels, taking a child's pose. You've made it through the hardest part of class. Let's wrap it up with a couple of nice stretches. Slowly make your way around to a seat and then all the way down to your back, adjusting as you need to. Let's draw our right knee in towards our chest and then switch your grip, interlacing behind the right thigh. Start to extend that right leg towards the ceiling, getting a nice hamstring stretch. And if you like, you can also extend the left leg long. Wherever you are, activate your legs a bit, flex your feet. Maybe you can walk your hands up to your right calf. Try to keep your neck and shoulders relaxed down on the mat. Good, and then gently cross your right ankle over your left knee, taking a figure 4 stretch, interlacing your hands behind the left thigh, flexing both feet, gently drawing that shape in towards you. If you can't reach for your thigh, totally okay to keep the left foot down and just focus on opening the right thigh away from you. Good, gently uncross your legs. Draw that left knee in towards your chest, clasping behind the left thigh, and then flex and extend your left leg. Hamstring stretch. Option to extend the right leg as well. Keeping the legs slightly active. Flexing your toes towards your shins. And breathe. Slowly draw that right knee in, cross the left ankle over your right knee. Either gently press that left thigh away from you, keeping your right foot down, or interlace behind the right thigh, drawing that shape in towards your chest. Good, softly lower both legs down. Let's gently rock onto our back and then roll up to a seat. Extend your legs in front of you. And then reach for your calves, your ankles, or your toes. Last stretch, folding over your legs. Wherever you are, maybe you're just right here, that's fine. If you need to prop your hips up, curl up your mat, sit on a cushion, whatever you need to do to be comfortable in this stretch. And then roll yourself up to a seat. Thank you for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.